Same, dude. Because to be honest, dude, there's been a lot that's been going on with me as far as like, internet garbage that's kind of led me to do some really messed up shit that I know is shouldn't be doing. Because me, I do music and I do content creation on YouTube, and a lot of what these people do with what they've put me through kind of led me down that really messed up road, and it's like, I know I don't need to be there. And honestly, I know it sounds crazy, but the whole reason why I never got therapy sooner, like I said, with me being a content creator and me doing music, and me, being screwed over as much as I have, and me not getting that help that I should have got, like, I always kind of felt like I would always get judged. And, once my girlfriend sat down with me last night and we talked about it, she was like, look, like, I'll give you another chance, but you need to get help. You need to do this. And I was like, all right, what can I do? What do I need to do to make this work? And she was like, this is what you need to do, you know, twice a day, every day, like, to really show that you're actually trying to make an effort. And honestly, with the field that I'm in, you don't really hear many people talk about mental health or the effects that, stuff like being addicted to, cheating and this and that, like, that stuff's real shit. And a lot of people don't realize how bad that stuff can get until it's too late. Like, I really am, because like I told her, not only do I want to do better for myself and, my friends and my family, but I definitely want to do better for her, for us, because she has two little ones and whatnot who I love to death, and I'm like, like, those kids and her, like, they're worth, trying to make this shit work. And that's that. Me, I unfortunately did get caught multiple times. And like I said, the reason why I'm in this boat is because, like I said, I do content creation on YouTube and I do a lot of music and stuff. And I got a lot of people that just want to troll me, mess with me, send fake people my way and try to get me to slip up. And it's like, for the longest time, I tried to avoid it. And then, like, I eventually just wasn't able to for whatever reason. And I ended up slipping up multiple times. And after this last time, it was like, dude, like, enough's enough. Like, we need to do something about this now, because if I don't do something about this, like, I could ruin not only the one thing that in my life that I have going for me with her, but also, like, this could really destroy me as a person, because I already deal with a lot already, because I do deal with, PTSD, depression, and anxiety because of all the troll stuff that I've been through over the last 7 years. And this right here just piles on top of that, and it's like, I need to get a grip on this, like, ASAP. And not too bad, not too bad. I just woke up a few hours ago and whatnot. I accidentally ended up missing the first meeting and whatnot, so my girl ended up saying, like, hey, here's the next one. Be at this one, it's in 20 minutes. I'm like, bet, I'm there. Say less, I'm there. Hey, at least you're not in the field that I'm in with content creating and music, man. It gets nuts really quick and real fast. Because I do YouTube content creating along with music. I write and record my own music as well. Being in that field, I get a lot of trolls and, a lot of very messed up people that try to do really screwed up stuff that has actually eventually ended up with me cheating and doing this and that and the other on my girlfriend of 3 or 4 months now. And I can honestly say, dude, like, when she came into my life, she pulled me out of one of the darkest places in my life. Like, she came to me when I was at one of my lowest points, pulled me out, and got me back into where I needed to be, and then eventually I ended up slipping up because of a lot of the trolls, a lot of the negativity that they bring, and it just became so overwhelming that I was just like, like, once I did those actions multiple times, it was like, dude, like, we gotta get a handle on this. Like, and it's not easy either. Like, it's definitely not easy, with what I deal with, because, like, it can be hard, especially with dealing with trolls that have, you know, gone after my friends, gone after my family, gone after me, and done just a whole bunch of stuff. That on top of them sending these fake people that aren't real after me, pretending to be real. It's, and like I told her, I was like, and matter of fact, she was the one that brought it up. She was like, you need to get a handle on this, because if you don't, like, you could not only end up losing me, like, think about your career and what it could do for you. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, I need to get a handle on this. Like, it's definitely not easy. And the whole reason why I never got help before was because my family did try to go the legal route with these people. And we did try to get actual help and be like, look, like, we need help. And they ended up, you know, just leaving us to, you know, to our own devices, basically left us to fend for ourselves, which ultimately led to me slipping up. And after this final time, it was just like, I need to get a handle on this. Because I got something good here. I don't need this. I need to be doing better for myself, for my friends, for my girl, for my family. Like, I need to do something about this before it gets so out of control that it ruins my life. And it's definitely not easy, but, you know, like I said, that's why I came here. Because, like I said, I've never really had to go through therapy up until this point. And she was the one that told me, like, look, you can either go to therapy, you know, twice a day, every day, and get the help you need, or you can continue on this path and it can get bad for you. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, I need to get a grip on this, and quick. Don't you just love streaming, or don't you just love OBS? I use OBS all the time for streaming. It even gives me trouble. I love OBS for streaming, for recording stuff. I love it, but I hate it sometimes because it gives me trouble like that a lot of the times. It's like, it says it's connecting and then it doesn't, and then it goes back to connecting. They need to fix that, honestly. How's it now? Is it better now? Alright, hang on. Let me try to fix that for you. Hang on. I think I know why. Hang on. Hey, what's going on? My name's Chance. I'm 33, and I have been dealing with sexual addictions and cheating for the last couple weeks now, and it's gotten pretty bad to where I know that, like, if I don't do something about it now, like I was telling these wonderful people up here, that, you know, it could ruin a lot for me, and I definitely need to make that change to get back to where I need to be. That's Chance, but either way, but you got one of my middle names, so hey, it's glad to be here. What's up? Name's Chance, and I am a recovering not only sex addict, but also I have been cheating on my girlfriend many, many times, and it's been hard, and it's not been easy. And like you said, it's very, very hard. It's always just like a few clicks away, and it's not easy at all. Like, I don't understand. Like, I understand where it started because I come from a background of mentally, emotional, and verbally abusive relationships, which did kind of lead to that addiction, going down that road. And it's just like, I don't know what it is, but it's like every time these trolls, they come in and they send these fake people, and like, even though I know I shouldn't engage in that, in the back of my mind I know I shouldn't, but there's just something about it that's just like, just something about the way they speak, what they say, what they do. It triggers that thing of like, I want to be part of that. And like, it's not easy. And like I said, I'm new to this, so like, I'm still trying to get the hang of things. But like, you know, it's been a long time. It's been over, you know, 7 years, and in the beginning I thought that I was able to, you know, to control it, and I was able to control it for a while. And then just here, for some reason lately, over the last couple weeks, it's gotten just so bad that it was like, it spiraled out of control to the point to where it's like, if I don't get a handle on this really quickly, it's I can lose a lot, and I definitely don't want that. Like, I definitely want to be better. I want to do better for myself, my friends, my family, my girl. Like, I do want to be better, and I'm hoping that through you guys, I could definitely get there for sure. It's definitely not fun, man. And I can honestly say this. I just want to take a moment to say thank you guys for allowing me to have a place. Because, like I said, I've never really had that place where I can actually talk about what's been going on without being judged. And, like I said, I'm very new to this, so I'm still learning. And it's definitely going to be a very tough battle, but I can honestly say that it's definitely one that is worth fighting for sure. Like you said, it's never easy being in the headspace of like, that you want to get away from it, but that there's always that lingering thing of like, you want to do this, but it's like, it's up to you whether you get away from that or not. And that's actually what I'm working on myself, is whenever I see that, to not engage with that, to not, you know, interact with that, because I know that if I do that, it's going to be all bad. It's going to lead me right back down that same road. And again, I'll be right back at square one, which is where I don't need or want to be. I need to be taking steps forwards, not back. It's like an old friend of mine told me, who unfortunately is no longer with us due to the fact that he actually passed away from a fentanyl overdose in 2018. And he told me this before he passed away, that if we do not speak about it and we do not speak up about what's going on, not only are we, cheating people that we care about out of helping us, we're ultimately cheating ourselves out of helping ourselves to take those steps into being better than what we were before. And honestly, all last night, dude, I was terrified, dude. Like, I was up all night, like, just like, what do I do? What do I say? I've never had to do this. I've never gone through this. I've never dealt with this before. Like, I've had counselors, but I've never, like, actually sat down and done a full-on, therapy session where I can actually talk about, the demons of addiction, depression, and how all that goes hand in hand, and how it's really affected me on that level of like, I need to get a grip on this now or it's going to consume me. And when it does, I don't know if I'll be able to come back from that. I can honestly say that, as a matter of fact, I was talking to a really good friend of mine a minute ago while I was listening to you guys talk and stuff. Like, I was texting him on Facebook, letting him know how it was going. Because he was like, hey, how's everything going? Like, are you doing good? Yada, yada, yada. Just checking in. I told him, I was like, dude, like, it's going good and stuff like that. And me and him both agreed that definitely the first step for me to stop engaging with all this stuff that I've been doing is to, one, avoid, basically anything I can that would trigger it, whether that be, people that are on the internet now known as, trolls, aka, people that like to mess with other people and do, evil stuff, whether it be avoiding them or whether it be, avoiding these different things that, could trigger that. And like I said, I'm hoping that over time, with your guys' help and with my friends and my family and my girlfriend, I'll be able to like figure those triggers out. And once I figure those out, it's like, okay, how do I stop those triggers? How do I get a handle on that so that when that does happen, I can be like, nope, not doing that. And it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, especially when it's super strong. It can be very difficult. And I'm just glad that, and I know it sucks, especially when you have a significant other that, gives you that ultimatum. Let's be honest, we all hate ultimatums. They suck. But, like, in this instance, like, I'm glad that she did this because that ultimatum really made me wake up and realize, like, dude, I need to get a handle on this. I need to figure out what I can do to put a stop to this, what steps I can take to, get a grip on what's going on now before it consumes my life. Because the other day it got so bad that I actually ended up on the edge because of what these people have done to me over time. And it was this third time that really made me realize, like, I don't need this. I don't deserve to be in this dark place. I deserve to be doing better, and I need to be doing better for myself, my friends, my family. And, especially for those that, look up to me as, a music artist, as a content creator. Like, those people look up to me, and whatever I do, they're gonna see that. And instead of setting that bad example, I want to be able to be like, hey, this is what I went through, and I made it out of it. If I can make it through this, so can you guys. And it's definitely a tough journey, but it's definitely one that's worth fighting for sure. And granted, don't get me wrong, I do have my friends, I do have my family, I do have my support group that's been there, for me through literally hell and back. And I can't thank them enough for that. But to finally be able to have that place where I can actually speak about, what I've dealt with. Because what people don't realize about social media, and this is just me as somebody that's done it since 2010, one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that social media can become an addiction, especially when you're in the troll community. Like, it's almost like you don't want to, but it's like you do, and at some points become addicted to, lashing out at the trolls, lashing out at those that, want to pick at you. And that's always been one of my biggest issues is, like, you know, trying to not respond, trying to get away from that addiction of, oh, I see this person talking shit about me, I need to go say something.